All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I have my drawing complete. I have my pencil shading lines of my value planes drawn out. I have texture. My texture is smooth, so it really doesn't have any texture on my object. I have all of those things done and ready to go. Now that I've gotten all those things done and I've gotten them checked, you should have your teacher's signature in the corner so that it is easy to tell that everything has been checked, it has been turned into Canvas, and you are good and ready to go. Now we take the ebony pencil. We make sure our light source. I've got the light on my projector up here on. That is my one light source. My light source is going from the same direction it was when I did my value scale or my value planes. And now I'm going to start. This area here was a dark. Am I going super dark yet? No. Remember that it's much easier to get darker with the ebony pencil than it is to get lighter. So I'm going in and finding all of my core shadows. There was a big shadow up here. I'm using my pressure properly to get those core shadows in. This shadow, there's a little bit of a medium here. There's my light. I'm adding in some of my medium shadows. I'm leaving my light areas light. This side here is darker. This area here is medium. This area here, there's a shadow way back here. Now, as you notice this, you're noticing already that some of my lines are starting to disappear. And we don't want to just lose your drawing into just shading. So the thing that you need to start doing is, if I'm looking at this line is disappearing. The reason I see it in real life is that it's super dark because it goes in and becomes a shadow. So that line there, I'm going to make super dark. Now this edge line here of this, of the little finger turner, I see that line not because it's dark, but because this whole side is dark. So this side is dark. This side is light. This side is medium. This is lighter than the area behind it. Oops, I got a little too dark there. So I'm going to go in and start making that area behind that thing darker. Let me get back to my angle. Now this little hole in here is dark, but find my eraser. There's this little light, bright spot right here. So I'm going to lighten there, and I'm going to shade around it. There we go. Now, this edge of the mouse here, I see, oops, I erased it again. Now, as you can see, when I go to erase, like the eraser marks won't make it super bright light, but it will make it lighter. So as long as I don't keep it super dark. Now, if I go back here, there is a reflected light right down here on this edge. So I see the edge a little bit, but the edge I really see because it's medium. I see it because the area above it is darker and the cast shadow below it is darker. So am I tracing my outlines? No. Only in certain spots where it's darker. So this guy here is dark here, but he's a cylinder, so he's dark right along the edge of him. So he's dark along this edge. I don't know why I just gendered a chord. All right, there we go. And I've got my chord. Now this here is cast shadow again. So I'm going to do this. And my cast shadow is nice and dark. And I'm just starting to work my way across. Figuring out, let's see, there is a dark line right here where this top edge kind of overlaps and makes a cast shadow. And And that cast shadow goes into the edge right here. This is all reflected light, so it's kind of on the light side. This edge right here, I see the edge of this object because this is medium. Now see how I'm turning my pencil, so I'm going in more than one direction. This is medium and darker than this. Let's erase that out a little bit. And this edge here is a little lighter. So did I have to draw a line there? No, I see it because I see the light and I see the dark next to it. Now if I go back here, oh, there's a little button I missed right here, and I see it because I see this dark line here, and I see this dark line here, and I see a tiny little dark right here. And then this whole thing is light. So you're going to go through and shade. Make sure, I'm looking at this medium shadow kind of goes across like this. And look at your object. Remember, where are your core shadows? Your core shadows probably aren't along the edge because you've got that reflected light coming up. This comes here. There's a little bit of a shadow right there. This is a little lighter than there, but there's a transition. So look for, where are your transitions? Is it a smooth transition or is it a hard edge? Go in and make things lighter, make things darker. This is going to take you some time. And you can see, I just worked on this for about 5 minutes and I only got this little section really done. This is a start. This is not finished value. This is getting closer to finished value, but I'm not done yet. Like, even as long as I've just spent on that, this is going to take you some time. So you're going to take your time. You are not going to take the ebony pencil and outline everything. You're only going to use those ebony pencils for where is it actually dark in your object. So if I look at this side here is light. This side over here is dark. There's a little hole here, so that looks dark. Let me see. This here is dark. This is dark. This is dark. This side here is light, so I need to leave that little light space as I'm shading. All right, so go in, make, and start adding value to your object.